What do you think, Mike? I mean, it seems a little bit of a mixed reaction in the markets. Who is right?
I think you'll probably sort of see the equity market sort of expectations win out. We'd expect the dovish comments that Yellen has had on the labour market to be largely echoed again. She might sort of fine-tune them a little bit, but broadly she's going to emphasise that there's lots of part-time workers, self-employed, discouraged workers, and we'll sort of see those kind of buzzwords. And I think that will sort of comfort the market that the Fed are looking towards tightening, but are still not in any major race towards preparing the markets for tightening, at least before summer of 2015. And given that, I think that will sort of help sort of stabilise markets. I think the other thing is that we do have generally a re-rating of the dollar going on. I think the dollar is quite low generally, and people feel that on a big picture view, ultimately, if you look 12 months forward, there's going to be sort of a different tone set with the Fed versus the ECB or the Bank of Japan.
Right.
And I think they're looking at that. So that's why you're seeing the different price action.
What do you think? Will we get a message from Draghi, and what do you think that message will be?
I think it's probably going to be very similar to the August press conference, namely that the TLTROs plus the ECB comprehensive assessment will help provide a base for good lending growth from 2015 onwards. I don't think that we're going to see him sort of taking a different tone dramatically in terms of upping the ante in terms of QE. The ECB know that the market are attaching a 30 to 40% probability to QE sort of occurring. They're happy enough that expectation's there, but they don't want to encourage it further at this stage. Otherwise, they're starting to force themselves to actually make a decision on QE.
All right. Just in Europe as well, and the periphery in particular, is the peripheral trade, the yield trade, still the trade of choice for you?
We think this is a little bit of a dangerous trade because we've got yields continuing to compress on an outright and a spread basis. And particularly on an outright basis, yield levels are extremely sort of low in historical terms. And even if you sort of say, well, Europe's a bit like sort of Japan, you still need a little bit of risk premium even in Spain and Italy. So, we think that while this current phase is running, we think that ultimately you will see a shakeout of some of this positioning as we get into the autumn.